I'm Sunshine. Thanks for being here. It's time for March favorites. I feel like March flew by. I'm late to the party. I'm sorry, but I do want to share the products that I was loving in the month of March. It was a very makeup heavy month. I bought and tried so much luxury makeup. So this is a very luxury heavy favorites video, but it is just what I was loving and I want to share it. I'm sorry that this video is late. Allergies are a fail for me this month. They are just like coming for me hardcore this year. And I have been so sniffly, so sneezy, so like congested. It's not been great. Number one favorite this month that I have to get out of the way, I have to just put it out there, is that I had my PET scan. If you know anything about cancer or cancer patients, you know how important that test is. It came back clear. I am incredibly grateful, and that is my number one favorite this month. Let's move into the makeup products. This is not a makeup product, but it is in the category of makeup, and it is the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Primer. This is not what you would think of when you think of a makeup primer, but for me and what I like in a makeup primer, this is perfect. I like makeup primers that hydrate the skin, that plump the skin, that prepare the skin for makeup. I don't necessarily want a shimmery primer. I just want to make sure that my skin is not dry when I go to put on makeup. And this is perfect for that. It is literally a foam, and it just melts into a water, and you rub it on your skin, and it does give you a nice glow. It's like the kind of glow that I like, where you're glowing because you're hydrated and plumped, not because you have something shimmery on the skin. Does that make sense? It's so smoothing, and it does a great job at holding your makeup, and it says it prevents creasing. I do find that to be true. I take it up under my eyes, and it does provide like this excellent base for makeup without adding another heavy layer. So I have been loving this. They did reformulate the Victoria Beckham Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. I have no interest in picking up a shimmery version of that. I used mine all up, and now I'm just moving on from it. I'm not going to go for the tinted shimmery versions of that. It just doesn't interest me. This has integrated nicely into my makeup routine, and I really like it. It's priced very well because it's Milk Makeup. I have two foundations that I want to talk about. Now, the Sephora sale is still going on. I did a Sephora try-on haul. I'm wearing that makeup now. And, you know, obviously the same shirt. I'm filming these in the same day. But I do also have a Sephora sale recommendation video up, and these two are in my sale recommendations video, and they are my favorites this month. It is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation. This foundation is lovely. I am wearing it now. It's glowy but not dewy. It's smoothing without being drying. It's magic, and I absolutely love it. It's a medium coverage. It wears so well. I have done a wear test on this, and I've worn it, of course, several times for several hours. It wears great. It's a lovely, lovely foundation, and I do highly recommend that for mature skin. And if you're looking at a foundation to purchase during the sale, I don't think you would be disappointed in this one. Also, the BASMA foundation, the foundation stick. This is so good. This is so good. I'm so surprised by this foundation stick. It is absolutely lovely. It just melts into the skin. It doesn't catch on dry patches or create dry patches. It doesn't get stuck in your pores. It doesn't settle into lines. It is gorgeous. It is a beautiful stick foundation. If you have mature skin and you have been looking for a stick foundation, I highly recommend that one. I do go into a lot more detail on both of these in my sale recommendations video, so I don't want to stay here too long. Shade range is great. I don't think you would be disappointed in this one either. I really don't. I have two concealer favorites this month. They are kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. We're going to start with the CALIRAY Hideaway Corrector. Now, this is not a concealer. It is a corrector. I use it as a concealer, and it is my top pick from Sephora. This is my top concealer recommendation from Sephora. I absolutely love this formula. I have loved it since it came out, and they released a couple of new shades. If you can find a shade match in this, I do not think you would be disappointed in it unless it did not provide enough coverage for you. It is not a high coverage concealer. It's like medium coverage. It's beautiful on the skin. It doesn't crease. It doesn't dry out your under eyes. It doesn't make you look older. In fact, I feel like it makes my under eyes look healthier, more hydrated, more youthful. Highly, highly recommend that. Correct. The opposite end of the spectrum and the absolute most expensive concealer that I have ever purchased or worn in my life is the Chanel Sublimage concealer. I was in the Chanel boutique when I purchased the Chanel Camellia Futura collection, and the associate there was telling me all about this. And of course, I'd heard about it for years. I tried it on in the store and decided to go ahead and purchase it and try it and see if it's worth the hype, right? Because this is an expensive, ridiculously expensive concealer. You get 0.35 ounces. So, I mean, you get quite a bit of product in here compared to other concealers, and it does go a long way. Let me see if I can open this without making a mess. I do not love the pot that it is in. This is a concealer. I have mine in the shade B20. It's beautiful under the eyes. It is beautiful on mature skin. It sits so well. It reminds me a lot of like the Typology and the Victoria Beckham, but with more coverage than both of those. It feels like skincare. It doesn't feel like a makeup product. It wears like skincare. It's gorgeous, and I'm very happy that I have it. Is it worth the money? I don't know. For me, it is. I mean, for me, it is. I don't like makeup products that make me look older. That one doesn't. Why would I have this when I could have something like this? This provides a little bit more coverage, and this also has skincare benefits. Your under eye area is so delicate. This has skincare benefits too. If I were to recommend one of these to the average person, it would be the CALIRAY All Day, Every Day. If I were to recommend one of these to a mature person with very dry under eyes and dark circles that needed coverage, more coverage than this would provide, then this is an excellent alternative. However, it's so expensive. It's hard to justify this, but I do really, really like it. And I do think it does something special under my mature eyes. So I'm happy that I have it. And I do have to mention it as a favorite because it was a favorite. And these two were my most used concealers all month. I have a couple of bronzers to talk about, and both of them are very, very pricey. But they are what I use the most. And one of them is the HERMÈS bronzer. This is the HERMÈS Plein in O2 Atlas, and it is a huge compact. You get so much product in here. You get 0.63 ounces of product in here. It's huge. It's a nice large pan, which I like for a bronzer. You can just swirl it around and get like a nice smooth application. I have an entire video dedicated to HERMÈS, trying on as much of the products as I could get my hands on. In that video, I say, like, when I first put it on, this is the smoothest powder that I think I've ever put on my face. I still stand by that. This is an absolutely gorgeous bronzer. I know it's ridiculously expensive, but it is refillable, and you get so much in here that it will last you. This could be the only bronzer that you need to purchase for the next 2-3 years. You know, it could be just the one, the only one. And I love it. I'm so happy with it. I'm always so happy with how my skin looks when I have this on. Gorgeous, smoothing, easily blendable, beautiful powder. It does smell like sunscreen to me. I know that's not supposed to be the same, but that's what I get from it. But it's still beautiful. I still really like it. The next bronzer is also quite expensive, but it just so happened that these are the bronzers that I tried and used the most in March, and that is the WESTMAN Atelier Sun Tone Matte Bronzing Drops. I have these in the shade Parfait 1. This is a beautiful product. It's expensive, but you get an ounce of product in here. You got a lot. Like, that's a lot of bronzer. So there are those two bronzers swatched. Atlas is obviously the powder on the bottom, and then the WESTMAN Atelier is on the top. Now, the WESTMAN Atelier shears out very, very nicely. I do have to use this with a sponge because it dries pretty quick. So any other application method that I have found doesn't work quite as well as a sponge. I bought a beauty blender in black specifically to use with this bronzer, and I just dab it in there. pop it on the cheeks, dab it, pop it on the forehead, and it is seamless. It sets down. It lasts all day. I mean, it lasts all day. They only have 4 shades. If you can find a shade that works for you, I don't think you would be disappointed in this, although it is not as easy to use as something like this, right? You do have to pour it out on your hand. You have to take those extra steps, and you have to find the application method that works best for you, because the first time I tried this, it was in a video. I ended up not posting it because I bought these in shade 2 initially, and I put them on my face and I looked ridiculous. So dark on me. It was ridiculous. I did not, it didn't look good. I went back and bought shade 1 and applied it with a beauty blender instead of a brush, and beautiful. Love it. Like perfection. Absolutely love it. It is a little harder to use, but this is also a Sephora favorites recommendation for good reason. I love this. I have one blush to talk about this month. Only one. There were a lot of blushes that I liked, but this one was my favorite. I used it more than any other blush this month, and that is the HERMÈS Rose Alla. I don't know how to pronounce it. I Googled it and, got different things. This is sold out. I don't know if it's available anywhere, but my goodness, just look at it. It's so pretty. This is the most beautiful blush that I own, and I mean, it ought to be for the price. It's swatched next to the HERMÈS bronzer. It's such a beautiful shade. It would be a gorgeous highlighter on deeper skin tones. On me, it's a stunning glowy blush, and these HERMÈS powders, they're just so smooth. You can tell just by swatching them, just by rubbing them on your hands, how smooth those powders are. I swatch a lot of stuff just since I started making YouTube videos and just in life in general. Like, I'm the girl that's in Sephora, like swatching everything on her hands. There's just something different about these powders. Like, you can just tell when you swatch them what they do for the skin texture on the back of my hand. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but it translates to the face, and they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. This is a beautiful blush. If you can get your hands on it, or if you already have it, tell me you love it. Like, tell me you love it. I know you do. You have to. Tell me you love it. I have one powder to recommend, and it is the Lawless Pressed Powder. This is the Lawless Perfecting Powder in Tutu. This is the powder that I have been using to set my under eyes this month, and I love it. I like the Kosas Cloud Set in Candy. I like this one better. This is smoother. It's so smooth. It's such a smooth powder. And when you put it under the eyes, it doesn't make them look matte. It makes them look matte, but not dry and cakey. Gorgeous powder. This is also in my Sephora sale recommendations for good reason. I love this powder. I don't think that this will come as a surprise. Maybe it will. Maybe you haven't watched any of my videos, but to me, it's no surprise. It is the Prada Hollow Nudes collection. Just these 2 colors. These are the 2 that are my favorites. This is Pansy. This is the one that I did not think that I would like. That is probably my favorite. I don't know. I love both of these. Pansy and Primula. This one is obviously darker and deeper. This one is lighter, more pinky. This is like a dark, warm color story. These are so beautiful on the eyes. I do have an entire video dedicated to these. I have a video dedicated to this one pretty much, and then a video dedicated to this along with Peony. I do not recommend Peony. I love the formula. I love the color stories. I cannot stop wearing these. I'm not wearing them today, but I am wearing another Prada eyeshadow palette. The video is not up already. It will be up soon. So I love those. Highly, highly recommend them. If you have had your eyes on a Prada eyeshadow palette, now is the time to get one at 20% off. They're so good. I don't think you would be disappointed in them. The formulas are so good, and the textures of the eyeshadows are so good. And it's not just like one texture. Like, each eyeshadow seems to have a different texture. Beautiful. Along with that, I have a couple of more Prada recommendations. I know. The Prada eyeliners. These are so good. I mentioned in my Sephora sale recommendations, these were overshadowed by the eyeshadow palettes, but don't sleep on this release. Don't sleep on, if you need a long wearing, creamy, smooth, blendable, does not pull or tug, easy to put down in the waterline eyeliner. I don't think you'd be disappointed in the Prada eyeliners, and they are like bulletproof. They're so, so good. This is the shade Ember. That is the shade Ember. It's like a smoky brown. It's gorgeous, gorgeous shade, gorgeous formula. Love. I'll try to, if I'm going to let this sit down, I'm going to try to remember to try to smudge it for you and show you how bulletproof they are. But yeah, they don't go anywhere. Also, the Prada mascara. I do have a video trying this on. This is the most unique brush wand I have ever seen. It's shaped kind of like a tiny toothbrush, but the bristles on here look like hairbrush bristles, like a boar brush. It looks like a boar bristle. It looks like a boar bristle brush. That was hard to say for your eyelashes. The formula is so good. I don't think the price is too far out there, and I think that the mascara is gorgeous. I think that most people would like this mascara. I can't think of anybody that wouldn't unless you like a really natural mascara. This is dramatic. I love a dramatic mascara. It curls, it lifts. Gorgeous. Highly recommend that mascara. We've got some lip products and then we are done. We are done. So this is moving a little faster than I thought it would. My #1 used lip liner this month was the Sochi Speakeasy lip liner. This is just such a beautiful color, such a beautiful formula. I do use the heck out of MAC Stone and MAC Cool Spice, but I used this one more this month. That is the shade Speakeasy. It's so pretty, so pretty. Okay, let me try to smudge this Prada. Like, can you see how hard I am pushing? They don't go anywhere. They're so hard to remove. I will have to get an oil cleanser to take this off of my hand. But anyway, Sochi lip liner. Very creamy, very good, like has nourishing ingredients in it. It's a beautiful color. It's very universal. It goes with so much. I do have the matching lipstick in that, and I love that too. It's such a silky, creamy formula. But I have been using this lip liner with almost all of my lip products because it's such an easy one to grab. When I don't really know exactly what lip color I'm going to put on, it'll match. It'll go with it. It's going to be great. I know when I have a good lip liner day when I use one. So I really like that. I got that at Credo. That is not available at Sephora. I am not just going to talk about Sephora things just because the Sephora sale is happening. I love this and I highly recommend it. I have more lip products this month than I ever have. And I'm going to try to get through them relatively quickly. I'm going to try to mention these all as one lipstick. This is the HERMÈS lipsticks formulas. I have 3. The reason why I'm mentioning all 3 of them is because this is a unique situation where I love every single formula that a brand offers. You know, normally I will like a brand satins or their mattes or their shiny lipsticks. Rarely do I like all of them, and rarely do I think all 3 of them are exceptional. But such is the case with HERMÈS lip products. These lip products, every single one of them is so good. I have a satin, I have a matte, and I have a silky shine. I think that's all the HERMÈS formulas. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is my favorite matte lipstick formula of all time. Really, really love the Merit matte lipsticks. And at Sephora, that is my favorite matte lipstick formula, but this is my favorite matte lipstick formula, period. Here are swatches of the HERMÈS lipsticks that I have. This is the matte, this is the satin, and this is the silky shine. I did kind of a big swatch there. Their lip products are so good. I guess now I'm a lipstick girl. Didn't used to be. I was like a lip balm, lip oil, lip gloss. This year I am, like in the past 6 months, I've become a lipstick person where I love all the lipsticks. And these are so good. All of the formulas. I think if you just pick which kind, what finish you want, I don't think you would be disappointed in any of these formulas. I think they are exceptional. I really, really love them. I also have to mention the Givenchy. This is so pretty. This is like one of the nicest lip formulas that I have ever put on my lips. I know that is dramatic, but it's so good. It feels so good. In fact, let me put some on. Every time I have this in front of me, I have to put it on. It is such a comfortable formula. It's quite sheer. It's enough for me and it's glossy enough. I'm a fan. And the smell is so good. Yeah, I love these. These are in my Sephora sale recommendations and I absolutely love, love, love this lipstick. It is the Rose Perfecto Shine Serum Lipstick. This is in the shade 110. Gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. Like the packaging is so different and unique. Okay, we have 3 more lip products. Let's get through them. The Glossier Ultra Lip in the shade Pony. Let me swatch it next to the Givenchy. They are similar, like they're relatives. Glossier is just a little bit more rosy. This is the Glossier Ultra Lip in Pony. And this is the Givenchy Serum Shine lipstick in 110. So they are very similar, and the formulas are quite similar. The Ultra Lip feels a little more, there's a little more stick to it when you're rubbing it on your lips. It just feels a little more tenacious. The Givenchy is very thin, very serum-y. This feels more like a sheer lipstick, and these are priced so well. It's such a good formula. It also reminds me of the Chantecaille Lip Cheeks. This is really good. Very underrated product in my opinion, and it's priced very well because it is glossy. I love the Ultra Lip formula. The Kofi Lassie Lips, these are so good. These are like a shiny serum lip stain. And this is in the shade Rose. Man, these are all so similar. I have a type with everything. You know, there's like that one kind of shade that you're always drawn to. This is Rose in Lassie Lips. And this, for being such a kind of a light shade, it's not super pale, but it's not super deep. It really stains and it lasts all day. It's a very, very comfortable formula. I really, really like this. There's the stain. As you can see, it's already stained my hand. Kofi does not have any misses in their line. I can't think of a single product in Kofi's line that I don't like. I haven't tried the mascara yet. I did pick that up on the sale. Everything else that I've tried from Kofi, love, love, love. And the last product, this is the last product, is the BASMA, the Blurring Gloss Balm. They only have 4 shades in this. This is also a recommendation in my Sephora video, and this is so nice. Okay, that was just like one swipe with the wand. Do you see how opaque it is? How pigmented, but it is incredibly glossy and blurring on the lips. Everything that they say about this product is true. It is beautiful. Beautiful. It feels like a lip balm. It looks like a lip gloss, and it has the coverage of a lipstick. Glorious product. Like the smash hit from BASMA. I can't believe more people aren't talking about this product. I highly recommend checking these out. If they have a shade that you think would work for you, just can't imagine being disappointed in this formula. It's so good. It's so comfortable. Love, love, love. That completes my March monthly favorites. I am sorry it was late. I just had a lot going on. Let me know what you were loving in month. Let me know what you were loving in March. And if you've tried any of these products, what are your thoughts on them? Let me know. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I do respond to all comments. I am a very small YouTube channel, so I've got time. If I miss a comment, it is really only because I am working. If I have not responded to one of your comments, please let me know because, you know, I try to respond to everybody. If I missed you, it's literally only because I'm working or have something going on and just totally forgot. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for being here. As always, I will see you in my next video. And until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.